Day 10. Double digits. Stream 11. Do. Arrows, cobblestone, copper. Up to 7 kiwis, apparently. We need to compress that at some point. Something. We're just going to accidentally make a second 24 crystal. No, I only make it a 24 crystal once I hit the button and print it out. If I just say finish making it, but leave it up, we can just do 2 runs really close together. So, like, let's do the fun part of the mod pack instead of everything else. What's the fun part? Not complaining about the, Wait. That sounds like I'm going to start complaining about something. That doesn't work great. Did they leave quivers in? Yeah. It only holds so many arrows, and, like, nobody's wandering around using piercing crossbows because they left piercing in. They didn't intentionally leave multi-shot in anywhere. You can get illegal enchantments at least a couple places for a couple things. Namely, crossbows do get multi-shot sometimes in raids. So, if you really wanted to, you just need to get 1 crossbow off a raid, and look, you've got scatter arrows, you know, because that'll be so much damage in a mod pack, where instead you can be a mage or melee. Let's see what it tells me I need to do. Scavenger. Same rigmarole as last time. We're gonna match items inside and load scav and deload. We need living, we need gilded, we need ornate. More than enough sweets, so I'm not going to be hurting based on not going after wooden. It'll be a little bit of a bummer to skip over things like ore rooms if I run into any good ones. But there's nothing that says I can't double back Especially once I say, ow, got everything. I did set this to, yep. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Well, I've cleared it already. Alright. Morning. Jar. Jar. Oh no, my mana. That slime made a fart cloud. Yeah, this is the one where, like, if I don't use Stonefall, I can't just hit the water. Hi, hole in the floor. Ooh, I wonder if the dungeon is down there. Stop asking about the dungeons. They come in at, what, 40? Coins. Coins. Coins go bear. They aren't anything I'm looking for. Alright. Came in from that way, which means I'm heading that way. Good, gilded carved. Let's work our way up and in. Because that's one of the stupid spawners that loves doing the, well, they spawned in behind you. Wait. Did they fix? Did they fix traps giving you things? Or is it like level gated? Anyways, mod boxes, cool. Oh, right, there are dungeons. It's the god altars that are later. That one rolled a lot of them. Do I make a poor decision? Cheese to burger? One drown target. I am not a build that can deal with extreme even on piece of cake yet. Like, I'm having trouble apparently with piece of cake. So we're going to leave that as is. Grenade up there. Gilded. Bonk. Alright. Red scroll it. Bonk, bonk. Ornate. Neither one of those did the spawns on me. I think I need to just pillar if I want to get to that one. Let's heal on the way up, just in case I mana drain myself or something. Alright. Bonk. Like the really connected ones, just as I'm going past. Like, this is 4 chests. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Bonk. What are they feeding these kids that they're so gassy? Where was it? Like, I think there's like one more embedded somewhere in this. Yeah. Cool, that's in theory the harder one. Now it's just a matter of finding more ornate and living. And I should have an easy time of making sure I can complete just by finding 1 or 2 more of those. Don't need to harass that, because once I've got the completion, I can throw in 2/3 of it, hold the last bit, and greed some chests that way. Right. Dash 5, I think, is that one. Might have the completion just right up here. that either is a hanging or a secret. I think up here that one is a hanging because the secret's on this side. Bonk. I done did that one wrong. Yep, hanging. Bonk, bonk. I wanted to shoot these guys next. You can tell how far my timing is off today. Because even my 16-second stone falls, or 16 take stone falls, are too soon. Oh, doesn't that mean that you're like reacting even quicker? It's like, no, it means I'm reacting slower and I'm being over anticipatory. I'm going, hey, I keep running into this, so like I'm hitting the stone fall at the beginning of the fall instead of like a few seconds into it or a few ticks into it, so that I'm at least on my way to the ground. And then the 16 ticks worth of fall immunity already are worn off at that point. Like that. Okay. I can climb up to that later. Let's check for ornate. Because, like, I'm close to done. But, without something like that last jar, no amount of work matters. On, like, messing around with other things. So, like, now I can just go, okay. Any point of interest I see that I think, hey, that's a good amount of stuff, I can go and get. Because I've got the completion and I've got 10 minutes left. That sounds about right for level 20 scav. Level 30-ish, less so. I'll be less likely to get. I swear. Hitboxes, let me see if apparently there's just like random crap on the ground. Failed that jump. Failed that one. Okay. Next room. If I can't manage to get up there for those two chests by using, like, tricks, then I should just... Okay. And right now... So that's the hanging one again, because this is the same room but different carve outs. Go over there, fart boys. Not here. Wooden, wooden. Wooden. But I don't have to jump for this one, so. Yoink. 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 Now where is a good turn in to get at least some of this just done so that I can come back to it? Okay, this one was upstairs someplace. Just came in through that, so bonk. Cupcake, 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 cupcake. You didn't put them down as cupcakes. You can eat cupcakes that haven't touched the floor. They're just as tasty. Potentially more. Or neat. Bonk. Because gear is still good to get. Alright, boys. You too. I think no matter how much time I have left on this vault, I think it's finish this room, and get out. Mana theft, my beloved. You. Stop at the hobbies. Coins. Okay, yep. They... Yep. Well, we can see that epics can drop natively out of the chest now. I do kind of miss the old plus system just because, like, with the plus system, if I looked at, like, this, there was... Each one of those still had a 1% chance of becoming Omega. Sort of a second chance system. Like, okay, yeah. You still probably got scrap out of Scrappy. You had a chance of, like, common out of it. But most time you didn't care about common either. But, like, now, you get a Scrappy. It is just Scrappy. Is it worth the slot? And, like, yeah, late game. Late game, you get access to the auto smelt or auto recycle capstone. But this early? Nah, it just ends up in your bag. And, like, okay, it ends up in your bag and doesn't do much to limit your looting or anything like that, so... Maybe it's a non-problem. But... What? Like, I get it. They're all on level 25. Can we figure out how to, like, turn this into one prefix suffix thing? Castmo has discovered the Azure Arcane Scrappy Giant Lost Mystic Dread Clever Omega Bright Glacial Sapphire Proud Delta Legendary Silent prefixes. Castamom has discovered the Slab of the Ancients, the Druid, the Unbreakable, of Ice, the Fallen, of Light, of the Deep, the Chosen, the Cursed, the Elder, of Doom, the Wanderer of the West, the Creator, the Blessed, suffixes. Castamom has discovered the Fleur, Star, Shield, Emblem, and Castamom has discovered the Star Trail type. It could have been like 4 messages instead of 40. I mean, no, it's not 40, but... What? Anyways, thanks for the customization. Now I just need to make what? It's... a station now? What's this stupid thing? Oh... What? Oh, that's not bad. I mean, what's it? Oh. Oh. Okay, so it's still locked behind the Ascension Forge, which is now... Like, sir? Sir? 4 Echo. 72 steel. 36 black opal. Another 3 steel. Unless the stupid thing doesn't consume the Ascension Forge from in the middle of the recipe. Like, this does not matter. This, like this, being in the center of it, that is a expensive bit of customization. Especially, and notably, at level 25. You let us know we can get it at level 25. And, like, no, we can't. It does not matter. Like, okay, maybe I could. I've got a couple of these, black opals here. If these roll 6s, I got 12. Plus 21 here. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got a black chromatic in storage over there. I've got more than enough carbon for a decent amount. I might need to go and wander around down here for some chromatic iron down in the caves and whatnot. But, like, by golly gee willikers, Batman. It is heckin' expensive to make my name look like anything else. Oh, but you only need it once. If I ever want to do Ascensions, I need that Ascension Forge a second time. Like, you want to make it so that you still have to at least make the Ascension Forge? Is there any way you could, I don't know, make it so you have to craft it in the Ascension Forge? Okay, this takes 2, so do I just sit with an expertise? I think I sit with an expertise until 30. Because I do want that. That's fully dealt with there. I think I need to take Point and Dash, Point and Heal. Strength, jabs. Yeah, javelin, strength, that's all sorted. Stone Vault. Oh, that contributes. It's still only a 2. I need this to be a 3. I was like, did I just hear a slime? No, that was the sound of a fish. Golly gee willikers, Batman. Who in the world is in charge of balancing this pack? I'm borrowing this compression upgrade back. I had gilded in my focus and I ended up with 7 vault diamonds. I'm still going to say it. Say it. Say it. Alright. This goes in. This goes in. This gets locked. Then I go. Whoop. And we steal this back out of here. Because we do not currently have the budget. leave it in things. And it'll be great once I get a controller. Gilded chest scroll. First one. Cool. Because they're already compressed, it doesn't count as being in there. Because I need to make it so I've got a compression upgrade in there. But it still costs 18 per. Alright. Void upgrade goes there. That goes there. What's the quest thing say right now? Right, I still have gear for who knows how long. Oh, look, I can get an extra brazier one. I think I'm just going to leave these until I actually start, like, really worrying about seals. Oh, look, you can learn about trinkets. Like, I might as well get trinket number 1. I should. I've already cracked the crate. Okay, I will not complain about getting a feather as a first roll. What's its uses? 26. It's going to make later bolts jank once it runs out. Because I absolutely will get into the flow of using it, and then, like... Ooh, 25. Maybe I could break one of those down and make that. And, like, yeah, no. I would need to break both of them. They would have to roll fairly decently. Even accounting for the black chromatic being in storage already. Let's grab a rock. My destiny is a rock! Hey! You're not allowed to get anvils. Anvils go out here. What, I can't match tags by the contents of the backpack? Alright. Books. I want to take this. Go put this in here. But while we work on that. Alright. Either one of these capable. 2% copiously. Poison 3 cloud. Nothing impressive. And the witch leggings are going to have to fight pretty hard to beat living gear. Yeah. Stand here and recycle, recycle, recycle. For scrap. Alright. I've barely started using it and already threw myself off with my movement with it. Because I was like so confused, like, what? And then it's like, oh, right. No stacks. Did... Right. Moss is a sub-storage at this point, so it doesn't count as something I can just detect. Snap. All right. Colorful stone. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Nonsense, 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 nonsense. They go in the nonsense boxes. Sure, this one has at least 8 spaces and a little bit extra. Nonsense boxes. Okay. Bonk. Logs. Cool. So that one's empty. That one's empty. This one is empty, except for the thing that's supposed to be there. much Larry do I got? Enough. +1. Okay. Thanks, Feather. Always wanted to take fall damage while just trying to walk someplace. Alright. We take the nonsense out. We make the nonsense better. Four times 4, 2 times 8. Doesn't matter. It's going to be the same thing at the end of it. And I don't know if I've got 2 pogs wandering around at the moment. So we're going to go with this one. Because I know we've got the vault diamonds. And we're out of the Larimar otherwise. So that's a moot point. So we are just going to go... Well, that was 1 successful vault. Lots of other disappointments. And I want to ask on the Discord whether the chest ever was supposed to give us the stuff when a trap goes off or not. Because if it turns out that was a change and it stopped doing it because of like some kind of bug with scav, much success, Fairy Vault. Oh. I might have to be annoyed with that theme. Glowberries, redstone, cobble, and any type of dye. Any type of dye is easy because you just kind of go... What are all these beetroots doing? Well, all the beetroots are being converted into pink dye. Mixing with bone meal. So... you could probably just divert a bit of it into red. Divert some of it into red, that seems like a good idea. Just do that in a bit. Might as well harvest all the other crops. Like I need to do this on the regular anyways until I actually automate this stupid stuff. Not that it costs basically anything to go and harvest some of these, like... Seeds. It's like, there's a red dot. There's an item someplace on the ground. Okay. 3. We needed 20 something, so we're just going to make all of this red. Yeah, these just need a limited 1 drawer, or like they can share a limited 2 drawer or something. If I hang this from the bottom of a snad, will it grow quicker? Grow. Okay. Go, in you 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 go. Okay. In you go. Pink dye goes on the pink thing shelf. Most of that isn't pink. Yeah, but it's for making things that are pink. Single piece of redstone dust. Do I still have some bone meal in existence somewhere over here so I can make some berries actually grow? No. Yes. Don't need much. Like, I live in a lush cave. I could just pick those and be done with it, but no. Anyways, I need, cobblestone anyways. More enough berries. You wouldn't see my berries? Mm. Wait, no. That sounds a bit weird. Of course it sounds a bit weird. It's from Vine. Nobody puts Vine this fine to the TikTok yet. What are you, a Tumblr user? Anyways, great first use of a feather run. One thing I wish is like the feather, like I don't know what kind of code you would need to put in, but like if the feather gave you like half second of stonefall or less immediately after one of your double jumps. Dripstone? What am I going to do to get dripstone? Where would I You've done that joke already. Anyways, there's not enough here to interfere with my ability to load in the next vault. Yay! Far less poison than that. Not great off wooden. If I really buckle down, I could do it just with wooden, but fortunately, you don't have to do it with just one thing anyways. Why are you dashing? That's how high. What? 1, 2. Yeah, like. You don't need to dash. You can bunny hop. Alright. Or I know you could walk around to the ramp. That would have also worked. Door pouch. Cheeseburger. No dungeon. Alright, boys. Nothing in that slot. Something, something. Oh, you're not supposed to be able to see through that. Yeah, but you see, the reason I can see through it is because I'm using the main developer's official shaders that he also uses. It's not cheating if it came from the dev. Okay, I should just put the feather away because I do not have enough. Wherewithal, at least today, to properly run it. Because I'm going to take 40,000 damage by the end of this vault entirely by fall damage. From being cheeky with the, what you call it? Feather. Alright. Bonk. Gilded, my beloved. Gilded, gilded, gilded. Alright. 8 ball diamonds. That was a decent haul from 3. Why do you still play melee? You'd have so much less problems if you played mage. You don't have to be accurate with mage. Get yourself a sword with a little bit of poison chance. Set yourself as an AP Nova build. AP Poison Nova even. Use Toxic Reaction and look. The points of interest clear themselves. Especially if you keep setting off traps. Alright. Okay. Gilded. Two waves. I missed how much EXP was that. How much did I get from the chicken? Was the chicken worth it? Or should I have left it alone as a little buddy? It's always worth killing the chicken. Gilded. Okay. Gilded. You butt over here, Dweller. I got places to be. And if you guys can't get over here quick enough, you're not worth killing. Okay, you are worth killing. It's EXP, but... there are things worth more if I just do it quickly. Okay. Vampire was a mage, they would have been dead. Something. I think both of us are a bit embarrassed about how that fight worked out. You sound like you're having such fun. Is that why you sigh so much? I want hotfix 2 already, and I want them to fix a couple different things. 1, they definitely need to fix some of that compression. 2, I think they do need to make the knowledge dust work with the converter things so that it doesn't cost so much to put it in the main things. That, or they need to just reduce the cost on the 3x one. But at the same time, like, I understand why the 3x one is as expensive as it is. It absolutely has the potential to be, like, really good for, like, cram it all in one box storages. Especially if you have the right settings set on it. Like, if for the compression, if I set it to, like, it can compress anything, and then set, like, the whole thing to, like, the vault blocks and whatnot, can I also set it so that it does not compress meat into steak? And do I do that by saying it can't compress meat whatsoever? Or that it specifically can't make meat steak out of it? Like, how would I make it broken enough to justify that and make that a decent option for what storage I actually should do with it? Instead of, I don't know. Continue to make the drawers because the drawers was and still is absolutely the drawer style is still the best pattern for most of the crafting stuff, because of the fact we still have we've got vault components where, like, yeah, some of them you only really want to compact it. Okay. Sconces. If you aren't planning on using them as individual torches someplace, and even then, probably you could just decraft a stack whenever you need to decraft a stack. No big deal. But, like, silk, it's used as both forms in enough places. Heck, it's used as both forms in the same recipes in some cases. Silk block and individual silk bits. You end up with recipes that need 11 silk, and it can't just all be compacted. Okay. Suddenly you need the conversion to make that, like, really worthwhile. Because if I'm having to manually decraft a bit of silk every time I want to do it, and I need to make sure that my storage system doesn't automatically put some back into the same thing and immediately compact it every time I construct it to do, like, my one recipe that needs it. Hi, tanks. Alright. Were those tanks from this thing, or am I going to get jump scared by some mobs as I come to get these coins? Okay. So this dragon has spawned its brood. Alright. This is not. Water? That's illegal. This is the Mocha Vault. Four minutes. I could load stone out, but 4 minutes is enough time to poke the next room. Let's check on Britney Spears. What? Toxic. No middle one, so that helped. One thing I will say about this theme is it's one of the ones where I get to really get good hits in with the... Oh. Is that a 1 minute or 2 minute pilot there? I don't think it'll be enough that I'm going to go to, like, any other rooms. By the way. 1 minute. Okay. Baby tank doo 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 doo. Bonk. Okay. Stick my head low. Anything down here? No. Okay. Let's clear the spawns. Chest. 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 Dead rabbit. Die, bunny, die. That sounds rude. Yeah, it was about to eat my face. Cannibalistic. No. Cannibalistic implies it eats rabbits. Carnivore. Carnivorous. Carnivorous. A carnivorous rabbit. Bonk. Okay. 1 minute 30 left. Gone up there, gone up there. There's a secret there, there's a secret there, there's a secret No, it's not the secret. The secret in this room is that mine shaft. What's on the mobility trinket? Fails to dash 5 times in a row. Oh, and Nana's gone again. Alright. That one's empty. That's a rip. Alright. Claim this stupid reward. How low level is this thing? Okay, I probably don't care about that bolt axe. Almost a black chromatic. And the netherite ingots do get used someplace. Alright. Upgrade this. Upgrade this. We're going to say this novelty is not worthwhile to keep on. To release and brick. Orange is an orange. Okay. We're going to stare intently. Then we're going to stare intently, stare intently, stare intently. Alright. Any gems not sorted out? Okay. Got all 3 types of fruit that can roll this low. You don't start getting other types of fruit till like 40, I think, because that's when they start appearing in the crates. And or the god altars, I think. It's not worth 18 vault times. It's not. It, basic copper. Basic copper. Basic copper. Let's get this sword back out. Alright. So much armor. More ability power. Yeah, almost certainly this is going to be an upgrade. So we're going to immediately put in the scrapper. Wait. Health. Health. Yep, straight upgrade. I don't need to touch anything else on that helmet. I just need to set it to infinity, respiration, and unbreaking. Then I can go like this. None of those are worth it. We're starting to get lucky hit. And these roll enough modifiers, they are worth keeping. Okay. Dye, dripstone, clay. Oh, that raises a question. What does it do when you give it clay balls? You ain't combining this. Does this have the reversibility property? No. get to go back in there. Okay, so that means that if I want clay balls for, say, the requirement here, I need to take and break them down myself. Which is always fun, right? Okay, that's all the items. Oh, look, that grew longer. I needed the dies, which put in here, right? Yeah. Let's go throw some dies at it. It doesn't even take that many dies this time. Then we take the clay balls, throw them at it. If I only gathered the one set of that one piece of dripstone earlier as kind of like a cheeky, hey, I need dripstone, but I'm in a dripstone cave. Yes, apparently. Hey, boys. You get to die. You get to die. Thanks for the copper. Grab one dripstone. Nonsense, nonsense. Nonsense. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Mods? Nonsense. Number 2, nonsense. That one grew again. Apple crate. Yeah. No, I've got apple crate over here. Alright. Nonsense. Things I'm coloring. You go in here. Actually. All of that can go in there. Later on, I'll make a, I'll start putting in planks and things like that, and then planks and things like that will... Lag there. I'm the only one online. I'm not exactly generating lag city myself. Gravel, andesite, gravel. 5. There we go. Bricks. Pumpkins. Gold. I want it in slot 5. Slot 5. There we go. Oh. As I say, I like carrying around exactly 2 sacks of gold to go shopping with. In theory, that's just a holdover from like before, but like I'm sharing a base with somebody this season. Once I get things like RS set up and things like that, it'll be nice to have at least some money loosely available. Braziers. Nobody likes braziers. Okay, actually, quite a few people like braziers. I am not one of the people, though. If you don't like braziers, use some of those blank seals you're starting to get. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ooh, fancy shield, and I'm sure I've already got more money than I started with. It doesn't tell me how much I just got from it. So the fact that champions drop bronze or silver or whatever on death does not really show anymore. It doesn't matter because like, it becomes one of those, okay, how much did you get? How much did you get? How much did you get? Somebody can do the math. How much did I get? How much money did I just get there? Or did I not even get any? I don't know. I didn't stop and count. Looked like less than a gold, if anything. Once I start digging into this, it won't let me know. Nothing in the secret right now. The brazier's not here, so it's down here somewhere. Not centered, which means it is going to be here, right there. Oh, more traps. A fuller chest. Yeah, because that's what I want. So, it looks like the, what you call it? Ow. The, traps still drop things. Only applies pre-20, maybe? I'll have to, like, I'll ping on the official and kind of ask after. It would help if I knew where in the world he could spawn. Such Wild West. Very fun. Just gotta walk in a unstraightforward way, and he doesn't shoot you in the face immediately. Alright. Anyone got the counts. Was that actually the right number of gilded? Did it spawn too many gilded? Okay. Like, I know Copious on the tools is supposed to do more damage to the tools when Copious procs. Does Copious on the magnet affect the pickaxe for durability? It's like, did that just eat like 3 durability on the pickaxe? Or attempt to eat 5? No dungeon. Upstairs we go. There we go. Like, I'm... Dash 4. I'm starting to move properly. Heal. 4. I'm starting to heal a decent amount. I'm starting to get the groove of things. Unite my beloved. Well, if you pay attention, you can figure out whether or not it's doing it. Looks like it does. Always head. That's where you aim. Always aim over their head. That's how you get them. Yeah, that's how you get them to laugh at you. Eh. Okay. That'd be in my slightly below, but that's just because it's a 6 scenes. Cool. That means I should be able to make about, I think, 4 pogs. I don't remember whether or not I've managed to get other things built up again. No dungeon, no dungeon. Yeah, no dungeon. Up here, at least, this time. Every single vein mind block counts against your food. Every single hammered block counts against your food. How many bennies by? Those are carrots, I think. Bonk. You are very specific about how much throw power you want, and you still can't aim. Do you imagine how much I couldn't aim if I didn't have the throw power I was expecting? I'm still fired. Okay. Quest complete. Oh, yes. Well, bounty. Not quest. There's a different thing that's the quest. There's a difference. Yeah, so I should go to that next ore spot, because those spawned like as soon as I got into this vault, so neither dungeon spawned. Okay. Okay. Vault exit is that way. So we're going to go over one. Maybe I should steal some honey. Cool, one pillage. Didn't even pay attention to what the pillage got me. What? Ow. I hadn't even gotten through the door. Rude. Alright. I already spawned these. Let's... take this... That raised the question? No. I would need something like bullet dash or like landmine or... Alright. That tells me it is up there. Walks off things like I have feather. What for 2 vaults? One is extremely short, and it's already screwing with my ability to not die like a noob. Time. Whoop, whoop. Time to finish walking out of here. Oof. I'm not having that fun today, so probably I should deloot and just wrap. Let's see. Zine. Bop, 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 bop. You see, that one gave me enough gilded that maybe it makes sense for that to cost 20. Stop trying to justify it. Alright. Now... Lemon! Which tells me I need to tell this. To exclude fruits. Something. Nah, we can leave that joke behind. $8 gold, 4 fundies, and 11. Absolutely, I'll do that quest. I say that as though I ever actually, like, delete these ones. No matter how much they annoy me. Fancy boots. Alright. Backpack had this. Blank seal. Netherite. Yahar. There be pirate boats now. Almost strict improvement. I'll need to work with them just a bit. By just a bit, I mean, it's missing at least 2 slots. I would like the mono regen to be a little bit better than it currently is, but I mean, you could... Actually, let's... I want the... I'm all out of chaotic focuses. What am I supposed to do now? I lose a little bit of mana regen, but... I'm not even sure if that one's worth keeping. Of its 3 stats, I can always make the decision to burn it later. Nothing says I can't. Just let it live now. Level 20 sword. I mean, it's strictly better. Doesn't take much to get better than the Soulbound level 0 shield. Yeah, well, yeah, it's not amazing. Depth. Feather. Working. Fifth. Never bothered putting unbreaking on this thing. This has just been taking every bit of beating. No chance of the durability not going down every single time. And it still looks like that. Do I... Like, you can't be any worse at hitting things with the Voltex. QX chaining, art frag, attack range, ability power's kind of dead. Chaining? Nah. This is just going to be a very expensive piece of scrap. Boots away. Boop, boop. Alright, let's go get the other half. of that drawer set. Whoop. There we go. Oh, then we go. And contemplate how much does a deposit upgrade cost. Decide if we're going to decide to do that next time. And by that I mean, I didn't say exclusively let's do that immediately right now. Because I do have to be somewhat mindful of my total echoes, but at the same time, not really, because I've got such jack all for them. Nonsense. Let's see what goes away where. Bricks. Really? I don't have a single dandelion anywhere yet? Alright. Log goes in there. Only 1 point. Sixteen 16 ticks versus 10 ticks doesn't seem like a lot, but like if anyone who's been watching me, seen how much that difference makes in whether or not I take damage during my bad days. I don't have bricks anywhere as far as I know, so I don't feel like making the villager right now. How many pogs do I have in storage? 1 pog. So I should belt at some point. And make another pouch at some point. How are we doing on knowledge? $37, which is going to be 4 knowledge stars. And right now, 4 knowledge stars. Like, I don't have 8 echo, do I? And it's completely worthless, in theory, to get that before you got it, at least. But at the same time... Yeah, so I need to find more echo, no matter what. Oh no, AE2 is going to cost so much more now. What are you going to do? It's going to cost more to do AE2. We don't even get further penalized after this. Looks like it didn't even penalize us. Unless mechanism is. Like, what? Okay. Cool. I wonder if some of the penalty things are like bugged. Because he did that. Does that apply to like... Anyways. Torchmaster needs to be on my radar, which I could just make it on my radar. It costs me echo to make them, though. And I gotta save the echo. I've got enough for the pogs, but not the echo. Alright. I needed 4 brick things, which means I need at least 16 clay balls. What did I do with those clay balls? Because I don't think I recompacted them. They're not in that. Did I shove clay balls into nonsense over here? Or do I already have, like, clay balls somewhere? These as well. Yeah, okay. 16. So we're just going to cook some of those. Oh. before I forget. What? This isn't how you repair your tools? Before I do that, time to check the reversibility, reversibility, reversibility. Very much matters whether or not you can do something like, say, like you could do that in base. What was it? 16 pumpkins I needed. You get to live here. That's the sensible thing. It was 12. I think... Okay. Farm goes down. Storage goes down. This is the top row of the storage. That's sensible. That's a sensible way to do that. Lurkers, lurkers, lurkers. Who we got hiding in chat? Do we got anyone hiding in chat right now? Hi, Smartpoke. Not unreasonable for you to be lurking. Yeah, feel free to raid the system, use the system for storage or anything like that. Like, if you've got a bit of spare echo, I don't necessarily expect that you do, but if you've got just a bit of spare echo, for me to make a controller, that would be helpful, but I will get some eventually, either way. Eventually. Also, eventually I'll start setting up, what you call it? Refined storage. One goal. Where's the arrows? Where's the arrows? $40. Yeah, that looks like my typical builds for what transmogs I have by now and what transmogs I'm wearing. Like, somehow I end up themed like that. Okay, it's just because, like, the stuff does theme like that. Anyways. But, crystal ready. Do I do a bunch of 2-tier barrels for the fruit? I think I do 2 tiers. Then go kiwi, grapes, lemon, mango, orange, starfruit when I make it. At some point, I'm going to have to convert that skeleton dungeon at some point into, like, generating arrows and bones. Found some powdered snow. So that's helpful. Fostered. Everyone thinks Fostered. It's so great, right? Dun dun. Dun dun. Okay, that's an interesting stink. Bit of generation there, aesthetically. I have no clue where my pine boat ended up. Hi, Bat. choice of floor. The unblinking eye. Skeleton is in some kind of cave above this? Okay. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Are you going to like stab a fish or something so you can at least justify being creepy like that? Wholly and completely unneeded. Whop. Tropical fish. Oh look, it's now exactly a stack. Black market doesn't refresh for another hour 23. Nothing really I want out of it at the moment. Yeah. I think I'm going to call that there. These are our workstations. Let me know if you've got designs on like a new work area for any of these, and we'll get it set up. But for now, they're getting to live in my usual eclectic mess. Eventually, this one will get some automation attached to it. But for now, hand fed, hand emptied. Can we bother to add some hoppers? Also, I need to do the other two suppressors at some point. Yeah, that's just what you want, Mr. Hops Around. You want to make it so you can't. K. Alt K. Hey, I've got enough black opal. That I can get myself. Already banned, okay. That I can make myself name tag changes. Because everyone loves name tag changes. Much pay night. Do I have exactly one stack of Alexandrite? Extraordinary. All right. Yep. All right. Let's wrap for today. Catch y'all next time. Bye.